Hey, what's up guys? This is Z64Dan. This is kind of showing you guys how to get Epona, the horse, and this is the Nintendo 64 version. So you go to Lon Lon Ranch, talk to good old Ingo. He will offer to let you ride a horse for, 10 rupees. So go ahead and pay him the 10 rupees, and then here is where you need Epona's song. So that was actually Epona right in front of us, but she's going to run away from you unless you play this song. So you're going to have to do this whole thing twice. You have to, play Epona's song, ride Epona, and you can actually get your 10 rupees back just by jumping over these fences here. So let me just go ahead and fast forward here a little bit. So I got my 5 rupees there, and like I said, I just kind of fast forward. So you can actually just talk to Ingo immediately and just quit, because you do have to do this twice. So you have to quit and then, or either run out of time or quit, and then do it again. And if you don't have a Epona's song, I'm going to go over how to get that at the end of this video. You basically have to come back to Lon Lon Ranch as a kid and kind of play your ocarina in front of Malon. I'll show you that whole process as well. So after the second time riding Epona, if you talk to him, with Z targeting and stuff while you're riding the horse, he'll say, "Hey, you want to race? Ooh, 50 rupees." And this is kind of the difficult part. So right here, I slam on the, I just keep tapping the accelerate button. I guess it's A to kind of, give Epona a carrot or maybe whip her or whatever. But if you do that right in the beginning, you can kind of pull in front of him, and you are able to actually block him from passing you. So you just kind of try to stay in front of him, and you'll see that on the second race as well. So the second race is where he actually rides a little faster because you're about to win the whole horse from him. So, like I said, right when you start, I'm just tapping that button the whole time, just to get a quick whip off so you can kind of pull in front of him very quickly. And you do have to kind of, shove him a little bit, kind of just get right in front of him. This next corner is also a good time to pass him if you haven't passed him yet, but you do want to get in front of him. And you also want to save some of your acceleration for the end, just to kind of make sure he doesn't pass you right at the end, because he does try to speed up really quickly right at the end. So if you have a bunch right here, just use them all, and you should be good. And of course, he's a man of his word, so he gives you the horse. Unfortunately, he tries to just lock you in Lon Lon Ranch. I don't know if he expects you just to live there forever. There's a few different ways you can jump out. I just jump off the side, just out of the side of the ranch. I think if you're going fast enough, you can actually jump over that gate that he's standing right next to. But I just kind of accelerate here and go, whee! And then you get your horsey, Epona. So, good job. You did it. And yeah, that race is kind of annoying. You might have to redo it. But once you get the hang of it, and once you kind of accelerate quickly in the beginning, you should be able just to kind of pull in front of them and hopefully block them and everything. So yeah, that's kind of how you get Epona. So now I'm going to go over how to actually get Epona's song back in the past. You can't, if you're already an adult, you can't travel back to the past unless you've already beaten the Forest Temple. So just kind of keep that in mind. So yeah, if you're already an adult and you need to go back to get Epona's song, you got to go to the Temple of Time. And remember, you got to beat the Forest Temple before you do this. And go back to the Temple of Time, go back in time, become a kid again, and then you got to go to Lon Lon Ranch to get Epona's song. So yeah, Lon Lon Ranch, you just have to run into the middle of the field here and talk to Malon. You have to talk to her a few times until she gives you a pretty specific dialogue. You can see I didn't really remember exactly how to do it here, so I took up my ocarina a bunch. But eventually she's going to say, "My mother composed the song. Isn't it nice?" So she's going to say, let's sing together. So then you can bring out your ocarina and she'll say, oh, cool. And then she'll teach you Epona's song. And so once you have that, then you're going to be able to, use Epona's song in the future. And the song has a couple uses. First of all, after you get Epona, you can use it to call Epona anywhere that, Epona can actually go, which is mainly just Hyrule Field and, Lake Hylia and, part of the Gerudo Desert and stuff like that. And then also you can use it when you're standing next to a cow to get some free milk if you have a bottle. So that's pretty much it for how to get Epona, how to get Epona's song. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to visit z64central.com. Been in business for 28 years. So with that, I'll see you guys later, and be sure to like, subscribe, and smash all those various YouTube buttons. Have a nice day.